there goes the content creators. Come on. Content creators. I can do it on our Discord. That's other meetings servers. Alright guys, are we ready? Alright, let's do it. My friends, welcome to Talk Casual. We're broadcasting live here in the Fly Casual headquarters here in the Outer Rim. To the right of me, I think. I have to
yeah, I look like I'm right. I think I'm right.
Somewhere up there, some up there. Is the dancing monkey himself. Hey, welcome, my friend.
How we doing, guys?
Good
to be here.
Good to see you, mate.
And of course, back on the live stream.
That's it. That's awesome to see, brother. And below us, as always, as he should be below us, is the hungriest man of them all, the angry.
Well, it's first time, long time back. It's good to be back on air.
Good.
But I've eaten, so we're all good.
You've eaten?
We're all good. Okay.
This is going to be very fun. It's going to be a very milder event.
Oh, no, as soon as you mention
I think the viewers prefer it when you're hungry, though, don't they?
It's going to come back when you mention three letters.
That's it. So, all right. So let's get on with the program. You have a lot of echo going on there, Mars. Okay, give me a second. I presume it's something got to do with the mic. All right, that should be better now. So let me know, Andrew, that sounds good. I had both mic and another thing open at the same time. So, all right, let's continue on. So what are we doing here tonight? We're going to talk about 2023. We're doing our year in review for Star Wars Armada 2023. Let's start off with some positives, of course. Adepticon did happen this year, and there was Armada Worlds happening. Unbelievable, wasn't it?
That's good.
Yeah.
Especially for those of us who happen to get access to cheap airline fees and can go to Worlds.
Yes.
Yeah, wonder about that one, isn't it?
Yeah. Evening, John. Welcome. Yep. So no, it was good. It was also good to be we had two other Aussies there as well too. We had Mundo there, so we had Mick as well. So it was good to see them two there. So it was really good. We had 3 Aussies in total. Of course, James did better than everyone else and got into the top 20, but crashed out there. So James Steed, of course, James Steed, Ian.
Yep.
I
still have nightmares.
Yeah, we both have nightmares.
Still have nightmares. Yeah.
The guy who can knock us out in finals.
Actually, can you that there is people down there that can knock you down a peg or two, like us low people.
Yeah, so he did really well. He came top 20. Mick was around the 40 mark, and we don't want to speak about where I was. So, but
Sorry, Mars, where did you go, Mars? By the way, just so everyone knows, where did you go?
I think it was like 70 something, but you know.
I think you decided to come home and rethink your life, but you've still been flying the same bloody list.
Hey,
you always say you're going to rethink your life, but I still see an interdictor and an onager. Even with the points change, it's still an interdictor and an onager.
He's never going to get rid of
rethink your life. Rethink your life.
No,
you've got rebel stuff now.
I know.
Come on.
Yeah, that's a dirty word in his house. You don't say that. You know that. He's trying to sneak that in so no one sees it, but as soon as you say he's got rebel stuff, he shakes. You can see it. He quivers.
Oh, yeah. Oh, he loves it. Don't worry. He wants to play him.
Yes, I do. I do want to play him.
He'll be out there with your virus and, Corvettes and going, look at this list I come up with. And I'll be like, haven't I seen this before about 3 years ago?
Yeah.
He's going to look back at all the old streams and copy on my list and play those. I can't wait for him to fly a Kraken Swarm against me. That's what I really want to see.
He'll be back there and go, hang on, which one did Ian beat me with again? I'm going to go with that one.
I can't play Storm Ship.
Do you know what he beat me? Do you know what list I beat him with? All of them.
That's not true.
There's a very large list of lists he needs to practice with.
I think I've won like 2 games in a row. So
yes, 2 games out of 127.
Yeah, but that was last game. So yeah. We talk about last game.
Yeah. Okay.
You see why they need a moderator in here, guys? Every now and then they need some therapy where they've got to talk their feelings, but they just don't want to.
So let's continue on with Adepticon as well. So with the Adepticon, there was a actual announcement that came out of it that rapid reinforcements were coming out and store champs. And guess what? We got both for this year. So we got rapid reinforcements too and store champs. So that was probably another big thing, rapid reinforcements. What's your thoughts about that, guys?
Now, rapid reinforcements where the Gazanti came for the Separatists, right?
No, that's the first one. We're talking about the second one. So we're talking...
Was that the first one?
Yes,
the second one. Oh, okay. I can't remember what came in the second one.
This is how far Ian's back at the moment. He's back a year back. So
hey, I just go on the list builders and I see what's there. I can't remember what comes out of every one.
So we got.
It's just it came out.
We got
Ian's hang on, there was a second one. What do you mean the second one?
We got Governor.
There was a second one.
Yeah, we got Governor Price. We've got we got Fenrau for the Rebels in the in the Gauntlet Fighter. Then we got Wat Tambor in the Bulba Lab. Then we got what was the other one? It was the Imperial Anakin Commander. We'll talk about Anakin Commander. That's
hungry. It's safe now. Anakin can't hurt you anymore.
He can't hurt you anymore.
Can't hurt you anymore.
No, thank God, but it was a trigger warning.
So we've got Anakin Commander.
He can't hurt you as easily.
Matchstick. Then we've got Volt Scaris in the Interceptor. That's the one. Volt Scaris in the Interceptor. And Assange Ventress as a officer as well. And Garvin as the commander for the Rebels. So we'll talk about Garvin. Garvin's still a hot mess. They've tried to refix him, but that's another thing we'll talk about. And that was rapid reinforcements too. That was announced at Adepticon, and a month later, we actually had the cards in our hands. And wow, that was it was good to see some content. So I know that there was some of you got, like especially yourself, Hangry, have got mixed results on content this year, but it is a positive for this year, I believe, for getting rapid reinforcements.
Don't forget about Vader Defender too.
Vader Defender's rapid reinforcements 1, my friend.
Was it?
Yes.
It was 2.
No, it was rapid reinforcements 1. So
okay, Hangry doesn't remember. I don't remember. Does that mean that Rapid Reinforcements 2 wasn't really as impactful as Rapid Reinforcements?
No.
There was some good changes in Rapid Reinforcements.
Except for maybe a couple.
Governor Price is the beast.
Is a change.
Price is awesome. Like it's just an add-on for it, like Imperial's big ships. Just that dice modification, just for losing a shield is awesome. Can't go wrong with her. So on top of that, we also got the news that store champs are happening, and we got the kits. We actually got kits, and we ran a store champs.
Hooray!
That was, I don't know. Weren't you here a couple of times ago, Hank? We were talking about how can we fix the issue to get store champs back. We actually had
the last conversation we had when we were on here was How do we fix the problem? Well, first step, bring back store champs. Bring back the community.
Bring back actual kits and something to play for.
Yeah. And and there was some really all right, decent cards. That Suntiafel card looked really nice.
Yeah, okay. There was very few good cards in there, but for the lower tier people like me who never seem to get up to the top, I mean, what, Fleet Commander again? Like, how many times have they released that card now?
Adrian say General Draven. Yes, General, not Garvin Dreas. Yes, I know. That's watch that X-Wing out of my mouth. Yeah, we don't talk about dirty X-Wing anymore. But yes,
no, we don't. No,
General Draven. Yeah, I was there getting there. I don't look at Rebel Trash. Now I am looking at Rebel Trash now, which is weirdly enough because I have Rebel Trash in here. Yeah. So store champs was really good, and especially this year's store champs was really good. We only had 6 players, but it was still a good, fun event to have. As I said,
you would have had 7 players if I still had access to Facebook and saw that it was on, because I was supposed to work that day. So I was like, I'm working, whatever, because it was booked 1 month in advance. Yeah, then it rained that day, and I didn't have work on. And I was thinking, we'll get some stuff done around the house. And then I look at the YouTube notification. Damn it! So I actually could have made it for that store champs. And I was just like,
how is it that you as a co-founder of Fly Casual, didn't know about a store champs, Mars?
Oh, I did, but I kind of clicked it off because, well, I'm not on Facebook anymore, so that makes it hard. And this guy does everything on Facebook. I've only just started using Discord again. So
I'll tell you the real reason. Mars knew if he told you about it, you'd come and beat him.
It's actually on Discord too. I actually put it on Discord as well too.
It really was. I didn't know. The trouble is there was no pre-planning. I didn't know it wasn't working
because if you actually look at
7:30 that morning, so
if you actually look at the Victorian real life games, I put a note saying that there is going to be a store champs on the same day. So, and I made several comments on Discord.
Wait, what server is that?
You did, Mars. You banged the drum really hard
on the Australian. Yeah, I did, and I know I understand now that a lot of people don't use Facebook, and Discord is becoming the main server. I do try to push the information as much as I can, which I will be pushing a lot of information coming about next year's World's Open qualifier coming up. So I'll definitely want to push that information out to players. And talking about Open World qualifiers, we got World's Open qualifiers. And of course, I went to New Zealand and came away with the cookies. So. Yeah, so that was really good.
Can't win in his own country, so it goes to another country.
Well, I heard they chased him out of New Zealand with pitchforks and fire.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised.
The New Zealand guys are really awesome, and if props to John there, he's on right now. But yeah, the New Zealand guys was really great to meet. It was really funny story when I actually went up to him. It's like, hey guys, are you the Armada guys? Yeah. Oh, Mars, hey, welcome Mars. I'm like, okay, fantastic, that's great. You get to see my face, I don't get to see yours. You got to tell me your name, your Discord names. So they go, oh yeah, that makes sense. So we went through the Discord names and got to meet the New Zealand guys. So it was really good. And it was a bit sad that the main community couldn't come out a lot, but there was a good representation of them there. So. And a real fun day, and we look forward to the Australian Open World qualifiers coming up. Some really good prizes as well on store on that one. So if you're looking out for some rulers and that, there's definitely some prizes there. I know Ian and I will be there, but we'll be streaming the event, so we'll talk about more of that further on. We are booked in, ready to go, and then of course after that, well, before I actually went to New Zealand, there's the October errata. And oh boy, the Nerf back did come out, didn't it, Hangry?
Oh, that was so much fun. So much fun. Let's just rewind the clock back a bit and talk about that first Anakin thing that come out, because
TSC Kraken Swarm was not affected. Yep, all these years I can be like unlike Mars, I didn't have to change my list.
Just for people who don't understand,
I didn't change my list. I just reduced my list.
When comes out, Mars has that ability to sit there and scrutinize everything, and I reckon it's like a Rain Man thing that he's like, I can do this, and that'll do this, and that'll do this, and I'll build this list, and great. And so we show up for this event. Now
it's like the Hangover, the guys got
having all the dials and things. Mars like,
except you made a mistake. It's not about lists; it's about how to edit his current interdictor Oniga list. That's all he's doing. See,
no, this is my Anakin list.
Your Anakin list?
A complete different list, and I was like, great, he's got something different. Now, I ran a triple ISD moddy list. So you're talking 14 hull ships plus your shields. So he managed to basically table me with Anakin, and I've never, ever seen anyone lose 3 ISDs with Modi to a slaughtering like Anakin did at that time with the rules when they first come out. And Mars quite gleefully went, no, it's legal. You can do it. Yep. Look, here's the rules. Look. Rules.
I think you're more pissed off about Matchstick, which actually got changed as well too.
That too. But I mean, I just thought at the time, you didn't have a chance to sort of really go through it. And people like me who I don't have that chance to go through it unless we're playing and stuff like that. And yes, Mars, before you say it, I do read the rules every now and again, not all the time, but interpretations are fine.
You hearing this, Ian?
I'm hearing it. I'm amused. I am greatly amused by you two.
Well, you're not around. I've got Hangry to deal with now, so...
So you get on the list and it's like, here, go shot. Oh, yeah, shoot you back. Oh, now I'm going to salvo back. And now I can double salvo. And now it's this. And next thing you know is your ship's dead. And you go, what the hell just happened?
Yeah.
And if you, for those viewers who don't want to see that murder, it is available on the one of the streams.
So you know,
look, there it is. It's available. Go and watch it. Watch me.
See, Henry, what you should have done was instead of actually, shooting your ships, you should just played the list and played the objective, got the points, and ran away.
Oh, well, but honestly, I can't remember what we played.
I don't even know what I remember. I can't remember either.
All I remember is Mars was just toe tapping when every time he'd salvo back and jump and toe tap and be like, and now I can double salvo, and now I can triple salvo. And
to be honest, I was only wanted to kill the first Kua, and that's it. Like, I didn't expect to kill the second and third. I didn't
want to, but I did.
I didn't expect to table you. I just happened to do it by accident. Yeah, it doesn't make you feel better about
some of the dice. The dice rolls were hot. The dice were hot. Like some were really. I had some really good dice rolls, and on top of that, I didn't expect both Kuats to drop. I was going for the outside Kuat, and then it just snowballed from there.
Oh no! I mean, and I thought I could run in, and I knew I was going to lose one. I thought I'd charge her. We'll take one out, and I'll get you with the other one, and then capital ships go on, we'll run away. But I was just unbelievable the amount of dice and firepower he could throw back at him, which kind of when you looked at it went, that was insane. Like, I mean, I always play triple ISD less when I do. I always expect to lose one because that's the way it is. But you never expect to get tabled with triple ISD and Modi.
The problem was though is that with Anakin, everything individually wasn't a problem. It was the combination of card effects, like the fact you're always getting the crits.
And then you have Matchstick come along too. So it was like a perfect storm. That, as I said, Mars was able to find that perfect storm, put it together, and fly it. And when you see the amount of devastation it did, you were just like, "How is this legal?" And all I could hear Mars in my head going, "I'll make it legal."
How it's legal is not very great forethought into how it would possibly work with other cards, possibly. Either that, or I know when I first read Anakin, like the original Anakin, I thought, okay, cool, that should just be like once around or something like that, not continuous.
Yeah, and that's
it was just once. That's fine, but it really was just the amount of ways you could.
And it sort of became, I don't want to hit it because I don't want to even salvo. I don't even want to do anything back.
That was a problem.
It was that point where you sort of sat there and said, I don't want to do anything against it because I know I'm just going to get hit with even more and just, smash some more with it.
Yeah. Yeah. And it was basically like it was, especially to salvo a salvo and to add, because I had local fire control as well. So I had double salvo on that thing. So I could basically spam salvo instead of, if I had just one salvo only, it's like, well, do I want to spend my salvo and salvo again so I'd lose my salvo? It was just crazy.
From memory, it was pretty funny. I think when the ship actually attacks, though, its attacks were pretty weak, weren't they?
Yeah, yes, it was.
Yeah, like it had very weak attacks. Like you could avoid its attacks and the problems. It really was just the salvo that really got you in the end.
Correct. Yeah, it was the salvo's back basically.
I think it was the extending the salvo dice range as well, and I think it took that.
Well, no, so he had salvo, but he also had what was it? You had the thing that turned
BTL, the BTY. Is that the one?
So he was salvoing with all black dice, and it was just like, how do you escape that when he's salvoing back with black dice, and then salvo on a salvo? You're like, what the hell?
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah, it was something. So yeah, my list was. I've got the game on here. So it had a Venator 1 with local fire controls, take evasive action, flak guns. Flak guns was the one extended. and external racks and DBYs and Tranquility. Then another Venator 1 with Alagalia, local fire controls, intensive firepower, flat guns, external racks and DBYs, and then an Acclimator with Anakin, clone navigation officer, thermal shields, and implacable. Then I had two arcs, axe, and matchstick.
So if you get the dice and get the damage into them, the ships are going to drop. Those Acclimators will drop, but
the
trouble is that you're going to survive all that bloody salvo.
And the Venators didn't have thermal shields, so they're very droppable ships.
But the problem is that salvo. Like you could hit him, and you might get a good hit. But when he salvoed the salvo, like you're literally taking almost the same amount of damage you're putting on back. It was literally like they are just throwing everything you throw straight back at you, and you were like, "How do I weather this storm when you know that another ship's coming in?"
Yeah.
And then you had,
I think that's where it was. I think that's where the problem was the fact that you could salvo after a salvo. Exactly. If you just salvo after your initial attack, I think that's different. If they just allowed that to go through, being fun. But the trouble is, you could salvo after a salvo. That was the problem.
And that was that, to me, I was like, "What the hell?" Like, it
just as we could say, one of the negatives of 2023 was Anakin.
Yeah.
For me, anyway.
The old Anakin, not
the new one. Still have PTSD with it every time I see Anakin come on.
So that's why a lot of things. Anakin
can't hurt you anymore, Henry. He can't hurt you anymore.
Anakin and Matchstick got the Nerf bat and got it hit real hard, and so did Onegas as well, and Ramadi as well too. So Clint was really upset when his Ramadi Onegas got hit hard. He was flying back to Simons at Store Champs. He was that really upset.
We dropped back to Triple Simons and didn't have his double Onega list. So.
And it was Motti, not Ramadi.
That's right. Yeah, Motti.
No, you know who you really feel sorry for? Terry specifically ordered in 4 more Onegas for the shop. Like he was going to put one on the shelf. He's going to start flying 3 himself in a list, and then they come in, and then the day after they got nerfed.
Yeah. When World Open qualifiers were going to be in Melbourne, that's what he's going to go to that and run that. But of course, that got changed, and that was probably one of the negative things that happened out this year, that we lost our Open Worlds qualifiers. So that was a real shame. But look, I look forward to going to Canberra, as I said, in January. It's better for you, I presume, Ian, as well, to come along.
It's on Australia that week, and I can actually get some time off for that one. So it should be okay.
Yeah, and also one of the positive stuff as well is we actually got some answers to rules, and we actually got an official answer of forums now instead of a yes and a no from an AMG staff. So that was probably the worst thing ever. Like you get answers yes, no, like it was like Grogu, yes. I'm like, Grogu's taking over for AMG rules forums. But no, we actually have a new moderator there. And I believe it's an ex-judge from Adepticon who's taken over from Karnak. Karnak has stepped down from it, and he's gone to new ventures. And what I've been hearing, won't be the world's judge this year as well. So he's moved on, but Armada will move on. All right. Let's move to the negative side of things. And of course, we did talk about Anakin. Do we want to add any further to Anakin?
No. Let's just go.
The main big one is there hasn't been any new product since 2021. There has.
I think it wasn't so fact that it wasn't any new product. I think it was just when they took over, it was radio silence. Like we saw.
That was my next comms with AMG. So.
But it was nothing. Like, even on Facebook, it was just like, you'd say, "Oh, let's watch this stream. Let's watch that stream. Let's watch this stream." And and it was like, and you hear like 1,000 souls screamed out at once, like Armada, and then you just get nothing. Just like
No, I
totally. It was also what happened in 21, wasn't it?
Yeah, so 2021.
It was kind of like the worst time for it because everyone's paranoid about a sore throat. So it was kind of like the worst time to get stuff done and everything. So, but now that that's all seems to be in the past, we seem to be getting there now. We're getting more stuff now. So hopefully.
Yeah,
but I mean, you look at you look at what they did, and I mean, you look at even the cards they come out with or stuff like that. Like, why not release just pictures of the cards or the images they were going to use and say something's coming soon? Just that's all they needed to do. And the problem was they just didn't even give you, hey guys, we're working on it with this or that. It just every time I went to the list, it said, and I think even I messaged once and I got a response from them that basically said, when we have something, that we want to tell you about, we'll tell you. And it's like, well, so what do you want to just sit here and go, yay, Armada will stay here until you're ready? Like, it's just nothing. And I think that's the biggest problem that everyone had with it.
Yeah, I 100% agree with that. Like the comms with AMG has been poor at best. It's just absolutely disgusting how they treat us. I get the 2021 announcement still stands as basically saying there's new products. To where I believe what's happening, I don't know. They might be actually producing something, but they're not going to say anything. But the way they've been doing it, especially the lack of, like, every time you get a stream, it's a painting stream of everything else but Armada. Like, give us a paint stream. Give us.
Yeah, I can't be bothered watching paint dry.
No, that's fine. You don't have to watch it, Ian. But let other people, like, okay, even just the paint stream to say, hey, we're thinking of you guys. Here's us painting, but we've got something for Armada. Just something simple as that.
But I mean, I think the easiest thing they could have done is have a look. They've released, the Venator for Imperial. They've released, what was the other one for Republic they've done?
The Victory.
You have the ships there. Just rebox it.
Oh, yeah.
Ships. Like that. That is not hard to do. That is literally a reboxing with COG and a logo and a card and put it in a box and send it out.
Free advice, AMG. Free advice.
That is, you're not spending any money. You've got the stuff there. You're doing it.
It's the fastest way Rebels could get new ships, because Rebels used to steal Imperial stuff all the time. So why can't we get more Rebel cards for Imperial ships?
But,
Mars knows what ship I'm thinking about.
But they talk about it and they say we're not going to release any new products. I'm saying these are the ships you have products for. Release it. You've got these new. I know you've got Vader Defender and everything else and all the little ones. Release a Rogues 2-pack or a Villain and Rogues pack again. You've got the ships. You're not changing anything. All you're doing is reprinting it with a different card
or repack some stuff like a battle fleet or something like that.
Like, and same, they did it.
Well, even just more ship titles.
Yep.
More new ship.
Well,
cards,
that's what rapid reinforcements can be. But also cardboard for rapid reinforcement too.
Yeah.
Some simple fixes they could easily make. As I said, reprinted VSD with Republic colors. Reprinted AEST Venator with Imperial colors. Cards, bases. There's simple things they can do, but they choose not to do it. So
I just don't believe. Even if they took something on that they didn't want to take on, and I'm still a believer that they took on what they took on to get the Star Wars license, so they could bring up Shatterpoint and run it in the same thing as their Crisis Protocol. I still reckon they've done that, but in saying that, have a look at X Wing. They sort of went, we'll do this. This is sort of just, and now it's like. We don't talk about X Wing anymore because
X Wing players are really peed off as well with AMG now, so they're getting the blunt end of the stick, especially with
what I'm thinking about doing with X Wing. So I've still got all my 1.0 stuff there. I'm starting to think, I think I'll just switch it back.
Bring back 1.0.
Back 1.0.
But it was the same thing that they did with Shatterpoint. Have a look. They could have made it in Legion scale. And it could have been just things you input. Either you played Shatterpoint. You look at. I come from 40k background. You have 40k, but you have Kill Team or you have Necromunda. They all run the same size stuff. Same thing. Make Shatterpoint the same scale as Legion. And all of a sudden, you have extra characters for Legion. Everyone paints. Everyone's happy. But no, we'll do it smaller than Legion, so you can't use the characters, and you have to buy a separate thing again. And
that's marketing. That's how you make more money by selling the same product in two different sizes.
But you just get. Just to me, it boggles the mind when you think, let's build something different completely. Everyone will have to pay for it. But even if you had these little ones, everyone probably would have played Shatterpoint a lot bigger if it all ran in with Legion as well.
All right, so let's continue on, guys. So basically, I posted on Facebook, on our YouTube page, and on Discord a poll for our viewers to comment on and to vote. And the main talk that I've come up with is basically, does AMG get a pass mark for 2023? Ian, what do you think?
I wanted more.
Viewers,
I want more.
Also, viewers, make sure you comment. Does AMG get a pass mark? Let us know. And also, any comments of what products, apart from new products, what would you like to see in 2024? Comment in the chat, and we'll definitely talk about it. So, Ian, you said you want more, so it's a fail.
Yeah, I'm greedy. Yeah, I'll leave it as a fail. look, it's a 10. If I say a pass, I'll say, look, it's a warming up pass. I don't really give them a pass. I wouldn't give them a fail because they are moving. I don't know. It's sort of like see what next year brings, really, I guess.
Right. Angry. I know what you're going to say.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Look, I understand the whole idea of giving them printouts and stuff like that, but I kind of feel like that was a cop out. Like, you know, the rapid reinforcements, here they are, print them out yourself and do what you wish with them. And it kind of, to me, was more of a half-assed, and not even a half-assed, quarter-assed attempt at sort of give them something and shut them up. But I just, I don't think it's a full, not even a pass for me. It's just, you could have done more, and you kind of made up in the tail end to try and keep everyone happy. But I just feel still missed the mark the whole year, being radio silent and then sort of going, here's something, be happy.
Yeah. For me, I barely, it's a pass, but barely, just barely. With the Store Champs kit coming out, that was one thing that I asked, and it came out. It did come a bit late, but it came out this year for me. And Rapid Reinforcements too did, you know, apart from Anakin and all that, like Volt and all that, it looks pretty cool now with his scatter now. So it looks really interesting to use. So they are new products, new things. And the Worlds did happen this year. Like they could have just cut us off and said, "Nah, see you later." So apart though, the World's prizes were FFG's prizes from 2020 when they had to cancel it. So it'll be interesting to see what will happen next year.
Wasn't their own stuff?
No, but the funny thing is there was some news on AMG for next year's Adepticon, and they have to make their own product this time. And there's going to be a prize wall this year. They did talk about Armada's prize wall. So there'll be alt cards, there'll be mats, there'll be rulers, and new dice as well too. So
that's the only thing I can hope.
Oh, dice! We love dice.
Radio quiet is because they've been building all this stuff up to go.
Yeah,
we've got so much stuff here. We spent a year and a half, or half a year building up all this stuff, and we'll release it as we go. Yeah, and that's all I can hope they're doing. And if they do, then I'll give them a pass for this year, next year. But until then, I just need to see. I think we just need to see more from AMG.
Yeah. All right. So let's go through the results that we got through throughout the socials. So on Facebook was really interesting. It was a very, very negative view. It was 4 said yes, 23 said no.
Yeah.
So some comments there from.
Well, there you have it.
Does that surprise you, Butt? Like, in all honesty, does that surprise you?
Actually, I'll talk about the other ones. Because there's a bit of polar opposites here. So Brendan, here's some comments from Facebook. Brendan said wouldn't have needed as much errata if they kept the playtesters group going, because yes, the playtesters have been gone. Yeah. Maxim has said it has been a huge step up from AMG this year compared to last. My bet on they'll continue the game next year. Michael has written there is light in the darkness, but a dim one. We need more OP support, but not the way it is now. Not narrative scenario, old kits support, tournament support. Store kits was a good start, but we need something with small tournaments as well. We need to work on the ground level to tee up to bigger big things there. So totally agree with that. That's one of the things I want to see next year is the return of quarterly kits. They have to return that. That's.
But that's once again, it's just getting people back inside the tables and getting the game played again. You can't leave it be left that long and not change anything and expect the people to still come back to it.
All right, so we'll look at YouTube results here. There's 11 votes for yes, 1 vote for no. So it's another swing around. So Air Force Man 37 says, I think the new product in promos would be a good start. I understand plastic has a long development time, but constant drip feed would be nice. Also, minor point adjustments too. My VSD needs some love.
Yeah. Don't worry.
I think VSDs have needed love since they first came out.
And finally, on Discord, it was 8 on yes, which all came from the Australian Armada channel, and 2 for no. All came from the Fly Casual channel. Patrick says, not for Armada, needs more ships and factions. Turtlenator Ian says, yes, they're still having OP kits. It's something. Ophion says, yeah, I think they did a good job, brought out new content and balanced the stupid stuff in a timely manner. For 2024, I would like to see rogues and villains conversion kits for droids and clones. a sergeant, an aggressor with adept and strategic, Django, Bosk, and Morello. No idea about clone equivalents. Through that can really need some plastic to make it believable. Ninja Boomer says it is the first step to the right direction. The Avatar 111. So Sean says not dead yet. So pass. And Andrew Bullen says a solid pass for content, solid fail for communication and community development. In 2024, more ship titles for Republic to get around other shortfalls in limited fleet option. Draven, fix again, please.
You know what? But in saying that, I just heard you say before, but piss off the pass token and bring back strategic.
Don't just piss off pass tokens altogether and just have a standard pass rule and just be done with it.
See, I think if they bring back strategic, it'll be basically you gain 1 pass token. That's it. I think that'd be the new strategic officer if they did it back. So the total count, if you're counting there, it was 23 yes, 26 no. So 47-53. So close call, but the no's have it.
Yep.
So and then of course John has said not good enough for me. This is on comments here. A pass from me would be if they had some working or physical contact. Didn't have to say what, just something in the pipeline. Yeah, I totally agree, John. I feel like next year they have to say something. They can't just be quiet like this year. They need to talk about it. So that was 2023 in general, guys. Do you have any other comments before we move to our predictions to 2024?
No, I think that's about it. I didn't play a lot this year, so I got nothing else I can add to it.
Do you feel like if you had the opportunity in, would you come back playing?
Oh yeah, but I can't because of work and kids.
Yeah, I understand your prediction. I understand your prediction.
I'm looking to start playing more on TTS. Actually, I'm slowly getting that set up. I got to set up. I'll probably set it down here in my bedroom actually, but I got to set up to play more online and so I can play some more games and edit those and get those uploaded to YouTube. I've got 2 up. I've got one which I'm still working on now. So yeah, it's that'll be me. It's just I just really haven't got the time to get in the shop, unfortunately. It's just
we understand.
I need a career change, so I'm not working 7 days a week.
And then you have to work for the man.
Yeah, I know. Like, I work 7 days a week, but I'm home every day about 1:30. So, it's like
everyone out there is just crying out like 1:30. What are you talking about?
Yeah, I know. It's all right. I'm up at 6 and that sort of stuff. And it's what's really funny? It is 7 days a week. Really does get to you though. Like, I usually do finish up at 1:32, sometimes 3, but so you got most of the day left. But it really does affect you, and you can't go to store champs, can you? So yeah.
I mean, I think honestly, the only thing that kept me going this year, or like alone, or if you look at it, is the community that we have and that we've built for the Armada that we still play. We still support each other. We come up with our own events. We do little things like that, and I think that's what's kept a lot of the communities out there playing at the moment is because we've supported ourselves, I guess you could only say, by doing what we need to do. And Mars, you've come up with your own cards in the past, and we've done stuff like that with the Fly Casual guys, and that's been great because that's what's kept people in and having those friendly things in the community. Yeah, Store Champs is going to bring people back because obviously you're going to get these people going, well, what's new? Let's come back in and stuff like that. But as you said, quarterly needs to start happening to make it a regular thing, not just here's a one thing once a year.
Yeah, 100%. So Korean Jedi says next year they should bring rapid reinforcements free at least. The thing is, how far can they go with just printouts, really? I think next year is kind of, I think the excuses end. This is where my predictions are. This year was a pass mark, but barely. But 2024, that's it. The excuses end. AMG can't hide anymore from issues of what's happened in the past. They have to either announce they're doing product or come up with a roadmap of some sort for Armada. They can't hide anymore. They can't do anything. They say, sorry, our 2021 announcement still stands. They can't hide.
You can't just come out and say we'll announce it when we want to announce something.
I think they're doing more damage to the brand and to the game just by saying that. So I think look, rapid reinforcements would be good, but I think we deserve a little better for 2024. So So it's always it's got the talk about new product has to happen next year. And
there is heaps of new stuff they can do.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, there's, as I said, we've got several things coming out now, like we're talking about now. There's several ships that are out in Andor, and they can bring out the new hammerheads, not new hammerheads, new what are they? They're not the MC30s from Ahsoka.
Yep.
We've already got the MC30s, just more titles.
Yeah, more titles.
More titles would be good.
Ahsoka.
I mean, title cards, but I mean, you could do a first order fleet if you really wanted to, and bring out some first order ships. That just
No. Let's just stay away from that.
I think.
But I'm saying these are options they can have.
Yeah.
It doesn't. You necessarily saying you keep what you got, but these are other options of ships you can bring out. Like
they need to flesh out Clone Wars first and foremost.
Yeah.
That's what they need to do. They just
do
can't
more Clone Wars, do more
the Victory
first.
Star Destroyer first. Stick your Clone Wars ships.
Well, they as I said, they could do if they do a reprint of a Victory class Star Destroyer Republic, go ahead, repaint it, done. Next. So 2024 Draven, you want it. It says Andrew Bullen. Here's what his ability he thinks he wants it to be. So I'll read it out for you. After friendly ship executes the maneuver, it may discard 2 command tokens to choose an enemy ship at distance 1 or 2. You may choose a new command on the top command dial.
No.
Okay, it's slicer tools. We already kind of have that.
Sorry, Andrew.
Like you got to spend 2 command tokens for that on a ship. And if you're taking ships that generally only have 1 command token on them, like it works for big ships, but big ships want the tokens.
Yeah, a lot of rebels are small ships, so
it doesn't really work for rebels. Sorry, mate. It's not gonna work, I don't think.
It's a downvote there. So yeah. So 2024. For me, I'll talk about my things, and then we'll go around. As I said, the talk of new product has to happen. Quarterly kits have to happen. You can't just rely on store champ kits anymore. Either quarterly kits or either like half a year kits, even if it's something down locally, even if it's just cards. How awesome would be get reprints of all the cards that you get from Clone Wars for you guys who don't buy Clone Wars, like parts resupply and the other one I can't remember off the top of my head, the fire one. So ammunition resupply, I can't remember off the top of my head. But also,
if I could be honest about that, it's AMG don't seem to have a problem with us just printing our own cards, and there are card company websites that print it for you ridiculously cheap.
Well, so, that's what I've done with the rapid reinforcements too.
Yeah, we get all our Altar cards pretty darn cheap, and you only got to order a deck. It's
munitions
not that
resupply.
expensive.
That's what I want.
If I'm honest, it's actually cheaper than buying the rapid reinforcements kit, and you get a lot more cards. So
yeah, I get that, but also like I think they should try and make it official and add a bit of plastic in it.
Yeah, you got to have plastic in it. Otherwise, like I said, you may as well just download the cards off the internet, print them yourself, and then if they're not going to provide plastic in these things, I don't see a point in buying them.
I understand.
I want the plastic.
The Yanks and all that have Admiral Tater to go and do his plastic, but for us, it's kind of hard to get that shipped in, especially with the shipping costs. So when you're looking at a kit provided by AMG, 1, it's official, and 2, it can be shipped in bulk and be better for us players. So that's why I see OP kits need to come back in. And as I said, no excuses from AMG now. They can't hide behind this whole 2021 announcement. That's my free takes for 2024. There has to be something has to be done about product announcement. Even if it's just a roadmap saying, yep, we're on our way. Expect something coming shortly. That's all that needs to be done.
They said that last time, but nothing happened.
Yeah.
As I said, I mean, I went back to it. I think, the rapid reinforcement kits.
Okay, hungry? Yeah.
Sorry, man. Everything. You've got the ships there. You got that rebrand ships. Do that. Like, make a Rogues and Villains pack with the rapid reinforcements or something like that. As you said, with plastic, you've got it sitting there. You're making this stuff anyway. It's there. There's no excuse to say we can't print a card that we make, stick it in a box with everything, and send it out. So, but same with you, Muzz. I think more kits need to come out. Like, just stuff like that. Don't bother with a narrative. Don't bother with a story.
So you wouldn't like?
I don't want that stuff.
So you don't want Battle of Scarif scenario pack or something?
No, I don't want that because tapered to a certain thing, and it's always changed.
Did you play was it the Rift one? Not the Rift one. The oh my god, I'm losing my
the one that came after the Korean conflict.
Yeah, the Sumo of All Things. Did you play that, Hangry?
No, I didn't play the Sumo of All Things.
That was okay.
No, I haven't played it.
It wasn't the great. It was all right. It was something different, but yeah.
But it was like it came out in a little kit, didn't it? And you only got that sort of it.
And then it had intensify firepower. Rebel intensify firepower. So that was something nice.
One of the things though, which I hate about like those scenario plays and narrative plays and stuff, they want you to have like teams of at least 2 or 4 or anything like that. And the trouble is, it's kind of hard to do that because trying to get everyone to show up at the store or play at the same time, it's pretty hard. Like you can do it online, it's easier online, but even still, trying to build teams. If they did something like that, I'd like them to do it like some type of app or something digital. Yeah. Where it doesn't matter who you play, it's just you're playing a scenario-based game, and
that data goes into something else and changes.
That data goes into something else and changes, but it's your galaxy.
Yeah,
it's not. Whatever happens in your galaxy doesn't affect what happens in someone else's galaxy.
I feel like you can do like a that kind of scenario thing, but it has to be a day event, like a tournament. Instead of a tournament, you just have your day and that's it, nothing else.
And I will say, like there is, and Games Workshop has done this before. And same again, I'm just sort of jumping back to the 40K round, but they have done campaigns where they get people out there and say, here's fight your battles, play your things and do this. And you send your data to Games Workshop of all these outcomes. And they actually built a narrative story around all these outcomes and what they did.
AMG tried to do that with all the mini extravaganzas, but they're always late to produce that information out, which was really annoying. Like, it's like, that's awesome.
Something like that in a box kit is what Ian's saying. If it works on a narrative and it works for us, and you say, if you two have a battle and that'll determine this over here, and you do that and that'll determine his, and then at the end of it, you all get together when you can get together and determine the final thing. Yeah, that works, and that's I think what Ian was trying to get at with what he was saying. If it all works within your own realm, and that would be good.
Yeah, I think it's something completely different. It's more like it's like the narrative is it's a one-player game where what happens, you can only affect what happens in your galaxy. What happens in that is that if you play somebody and you lose, that affects your galaxy. And if that guy wins, that affects what happens in his galaxy. But it doesn't matter who you play against. There's no like get a big team together and fix it up. It's just you're just a general commander of a galaxy, and then they're just alternate admirals coming to take over fleets and try and attack you every once in a while. Your enemy is like an AI. It's not one person or one team.
Again, there's multiple ways you can do this, but it's not the ball's in AMG's court. Like, we can give them ideas, they can give them tons of ideas, but it's up to them to actually execute it. And to see something like that being done, like even if they tried, like even with the Corellian conflict and the rebellion, the Rim, they had its flaws, but FFG tried,
I don't think they gave that enough time. I think they sort of released it and then sort of went, okay, that was it, we're done, move on. Whereas I think if they had to build more stuff around that,
I agree, and I think AMG can give it that time, and hopefully they can, even if it's not physical product that they're going to hand out, at least give us like a campaign box, a narrative box again, like.
Those maps, I've still got them on the wall over there, but the maps that they come out with were, same again. Like, that can decide these battles where, they're only little things, but it determined like a galaxy and what happens, stuff like that.
Also, maybe a conversion for them for the Clone Wars stuff type scenario. So, there's multiple things they can do without physical product. But again, there has been no communications. There's an update on Andrew Bullen here. It says he works beautifully for an MC-30 fleet and doubly works on a Starhawk. Choose GR-75s to fuel it. Can't work on one command ships to stop it because they're being spammed.
Again, Andrew, if you're going to take 2 GR-75s to fuel it, you may as well just put one of those GR-75s as slicer tools. It's basically the same thing. It's pretty much the same thing. If you're gonna do something to fuel tokens to trigger a card effect, well, you may as well just take something else that can already do that card effect. It's just I don't know. That's just me.
I think look, the new Draven is okay. It's not it's still bad still, but like it could still be worked, I'd say. But yeah, cool. Ian, what are you looking forward to 2024?
Well, if we actually get new ships, that would be nice. Like when I say new ships, I don't mean a lot of new ships. Like I just want specific things. Like Obviously, more ships for the Separatists and for the Republic. But what I really, really want is another medium-based ship for Rebels. I just want another type of medium-based ship for Rebels that, I don't know, either a squadron carrier. A squadron carrier would be nice. A medium-based squadron carrier, or maybe some type of medium-based... I don't think we need an attack ship because we've got like things like the MC-30s, TRC Corvettes, and everything else, but just something medium-based for the Rebels.
Why when you run the Quasar? They ran it in Rebels. They stole one.
Yeah, I know.
There we go.
Yeah, I know.
No, you've opened up the can of worms now.
All right, I was only meant to be on here we're only meant to do this for about an hour, but looks like
work is done
all night. We'll skip over that. But yeah, something like that for the Rebels would be nice, or just I don't know, something like that. Again, you could just do a printout card for Rebels, I guess, but it's I don't know, just a medium-based ship for a medium-based ship for Rebels would be nice, and just more squadrons for the other two, the Republic and the Separatists. I just want more squadrons for them because I'm building a squadron, trying to build fleets with squadrons and those things. I'm just thinking, oh God, what do I build? What do I build? And I keep going back to bloody tri-fighters because they're just like A-wings. They roll up, they roll a black dice, and they're fun. So
but
just something better.
It's true. Like I mean, if you look at it the way it is, Rebels used more and more bloody squadrons and stuff like that. So it makes sense that you'd have, even a decked out, bloody pickle.
John says, I want to see a Rebel commander that helps squadrons, considered in the movies that Rebels rely on them a lot.
The trouble is the problem is with Rebels, I kind of realize why you probably won't have a really good cheap medium-based squadron carrier that can push, say, 5 squadrons. If you did that with Rebels, like even just 4 squadron naturally, you can boost to 5. Okay, cool. They're not going to bring along 5 X-Wings with Bomber Command Center behind it, and then adding dice. Then you got Torrent Fire, adding dice. It's just going to... That's the problem. Rebel
generic X-Wings are that good still.
Generic X-Wings really are good.
He takes damage, and he takes damage, and that one takes damage.
Yeah, it's just... Even taking generic A-Wings as well. Again, black dice into ships without the Bomber Command Center. You take 2 of those, roll a bunch of generic A-Wings, and that's 4 black dice into a ship. That's 5 black dice. Yeah, that's going to hurt. You do that twice. How many ships can you wipe out with that? That's the problem with Rebels, is you'll never get a good cheap squadron carry because Rebel squadrons are just too bloody good. So, but a medium-based ship that maybe just, I don't know, maybe a good attack ship or something like that. It's, I don't know. Something medium.
Oh, we lost him.
Base, just so the base on the ship.
It's the same. I think the Gladiator needs to go back up to a medium-based ship and not a small.
Andrew Bullen update. Draven is an Intel-related admiral, and the theme should be either an Intel officer or Slicer Tools base. At the moment, he's a really crap version of Slicer Tools. I think you offended him.
Hey, you want to have here's a fun one. Do you want to have something we add a bit of intelligence and gambling? Because he kind of gambles things as well in the movie. He's sort of gambling that going out and killing Jen Erso will stop everything. That's a bit of a gamble. It's not really. He's got some intel, but he's kind of gambling that this will pay off. So how about this? What you do is that if an enemy ship lands within range, you can guess what the next dial is, and if you get correct, it gets raid tokens.
That's nice.
Gets raid tokens. Yeah, you guess
that's
it.
Actually, not bad.
Yeah, I know. That'd be more fun because it also wouldn't be hard to guess because it's also you'd stop.
Because right now that's what he does. He gives raids tokens out.
Yeah, but imagine if it's just there's no condition. Just cool. You finish your movement in distance 1 to 3 of me. Sweet. I'm gonna guess and see what you got, and then if you've got that, raid token. Just keep raiding him or something. I don't know. Just put on multiple raid.
He's not letting him go. Andrew's not letting him go.
Like a pit bull.
Yeah. Yeah, I thought that'd be fun. Add a bit of put a bit of gambling into it as well.
Yeah. Bit of Lando.
Yeah, exactly.
Awesome. All right. Any further things you're looking forward to 2024?
I'm just looking forward to playing more.
Yeah. I look forward to Adepticon yet again next year.
I was going to say, Mars, you're going to do better than 70th this year?
I hope so. I will.
You're not taking the same list again, are you?
No.
In case people at home didn't hear that was a yes.
No.
He said he'd go home and rethink his life, only to show back up with a new list that wasn't his choice. It was nerfed by, AMG. They nerfed it for him, so that's how he got his new list. So that's his way of justifying rethinking his life.
Let's just see if he brings back the definition of impossible.
Though one thing we are looking forward to is the Australian Worlds Open Qualifier, which is happening in January next year on Australia Day weekend. Let's talk about that. Ian and I will be there. We'll be there. We'll be there. Hopefully streaming. We're not sure about the internet connection there at the moment, but we'll either streaming or recording games, and we'll be talking about setups hopefully very shortly and how we're going to get there. But things, we're looking forward to that. So at this stage, I know that tickets are on sale right now. It is on the Australia Day weekend of January 26th, and the player pack has been released out on Discord. So if you are looking for the player pack, it is out on Discord. I'll give you links to that, and it is a 2-day event with. It'll be a 4-day 4-round event the first day, and then a top cut to 8 on the second day. And for those admirals who don't make the second day, there will be a small side event for those players there. And I believe the normal open world qualifier prizes are available at that time, and there'll be extra stuff thrown in by Jim Riley. So big shout out to Jim for setting that up, and we will all look forward to being there in a month's time almost.
I won't, but that's fine.
We understand you've got another trip somewhere, Hangry, so it's all good.
So I don't think Canberra Food would agree with you, so it's all good.
Yeah. Okay, I think we should wrap it up tonight, guys. Yep. Any final words before we go out tonight?
There's actually one thing I forgot to say, actually. In terms of improvements for next year too.
Go ahead.
You know what I'd like to see? I'd like to see some of the objectives get changed.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
That's a good
right. Like there's a few that just don't get played. And the one that comes to mind, which I used to love having this one in the list, and I used to love playing against it. Then once everyone learned, they all learned how to play against it too. And that was Fleet Ambush.
Yeah.
It's just, oh cool, yeah, no worries. Bring my big ship up to you first, and then I'll attack you first and get that strong alpha strike. Like that when they're alone, if they just had it, just add the part where you can't, the first ship, the first player activates can't be one from in the ambush zone. Then all of a sudden, that suddenly becomes a good objective to take again, doesn't it? So, it gives you an option there. I'm sure there's some other objectives that could use a bit of a retool and a bit of a working. And
Andrew will be there with his non-Draven list, he says. After all that talk.
So I guess he is letting it go. Mars, you should try doing the same thing. Let go of that underground interdictor. Let it go. Let it go.
I can hear the crickets
something
from
else
here.
to fly.
Yeah.
Mars, is your screen frozen? Are you okay?
Next time I over to his place, I'll sneak into his room and I'll take the interdictors, and I'll take any interdictor he's got in there. I'll take his Onagar, and then he'll have to build something new.
So that's what I want for 2024. I want to see the interdictor nerfed.
It needs to go up by another 20 points. Another 20 points added to it.
Yeah, just bump the price of it up.
Bump the price up by 20 points.
Make it so
you people are evil. You're pure evil. Just
actually, no. It just needs a new upgrade card. It's stapled to it that can't be played by Mars. That's all it needs. Is that can't be played by Mars.
You know what the most annoying thing is about
Anti-Mars addictor.
You know what the most annoying thing about this year is? That someone's won an Onager interdictor with Worlds, and it wasn't me.
Yep.
Someone beat him to it. That's his issue.
See, that's the trouble. He thinks, someone else can do it. That means I can do it too.
No. What he's done is he's always running around going, someone stole my list. It's me. I won it.
Yeah, he stole it from someone else, I'm sure.
Yeah. It's shocking. I'm glad it won, but also annoyed at the same time.
I'm sure when he first already did his Krennic, I'm sure he was running around going, my achievement, not yours.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, I was running. I was doing the Happy Gilmore, taking the trophy away. I believe that's Mr. Gilmore's. I'm Shooter McGavin. Yeah.
Yeah.
Next year, fix Director Isard. The most no one uses that. I've never seen that card used. Director Isard. That card's actually never been used.
That card, I think, is it still overpriced? Like, what is she?
3 points.
Look at that.
3 points. Okay. When you reveal a command, you may look at all your command dials assigned to one enemy ship.
You know, if it was 1 point, point, it's like, yeah, I got a spare thing. Cool, 1 point. Like, there's
also that you can use her as choking bait for Vader. So yeah,
that's it, choking bait for Vader. But she would be great. Like, that ability is really good if you have something you can do about it. Like, cool, you can see all the things. Okay, but that doesn't. I suppose that can change my strategy, what I'm going to do. But if you had like something in there that gives you raid tokens or something, and then you can say, okay, cool. Well, now I know raid tokens to give you. I guess, but majority of the time, you can, if you're good players, will know what to do anyway. So maybe a complete reword and give us something else. But
Andrew Bullen again. Grab, shift, reroute, and targeting scramblers are changed to 10 points each.
Yes.
Problem solved. Yes, problem solved.
Fixed. Issue fixed.
Oh, you know what you do? Just one only. I can only take one. You can't take both.
That's fine.
Yeah, because I think there's one of the interdictors let you take two of the grab things. One will let you take one. Doesn't it?
It's suppression. The combat only takes one.
Yeah. So there you go. Nerf suppression. So I can only take one. Problem solved.
Yeah.
Then you like take two.
See, if I had to drop one of them, I'd drop targeting scrambler.
Yeah, that grab reroute shift with the objectives is really hard. It's just because
that's
the other trouble too.
That's where it's like if you're out there, you get another thing if you get a rock near you or something.
Yeah,
so
or moving.
Like, shift the rocks to you, shift everything to you, farm tokens, and get extra things because it's near you.
Yeah. But that's the one I've dropped.
That's the trouble. That's also the reason why it'd be good to have. That's why it'd be good to have like a rewording of the objectives, so that way you can take objectives in your list that can combat something like that. Because most of the objectives in your list can't really combat what the interdictor can do. So that's the trouble. Like the interdictor can pretty much make a mockery of any objective, and objectives where it could, like fleet ambush, for example. Then it can just you could with fleet ambush and the rewording of that, you could counter the interdictor no problems.
Maybe it should be something along the lines of like, before, like, it's always at the first turn. It should be like at the end of the first turn, then you can move things or stuff like that, because then that changes the dynamic of the game. Rather than you first up, at the very first thing you do is move stuff. If you change it to at the end of every turn, then you can move something. That makes it a little more interesting.
Yeah.
Stop it. Yeah. Leave my baby alone.
Yeah. Leave Brittany alone. Leave the interdictor alone. Oh boy. You people, honestly. Traitors.
Yep.
I'm not the one.
You're against me.
You've only just discovered that. Yep.
All right.
Very cool. Next, I'm going to go. I've got two little kids who want to go see all the Christmas lights. So,
all right, guys. Well, let's sign off again. A big thank you, Ian Hangry, for joining us tonight, and a big thank you to all viewers who joined us tonight. A Merry Christmas and Happy New Year, Merry Festivus, Life Day, whatever you celebrate. I hope that the big man gives you some toys under that tree. Some new ships, some new dice, whatever you're after. And I look forward to seeing you next year with bigger. That's all, folks. With bigger and better things to come. So, any final words before we go off, Ian?
I'm just looking forward to finding an 18-year-old under my Christmas tree.
Okay.
Comes in a nice purple box, 18-year-old Loch Lomond. That's what I'm looking for.
Guri. Okay. Hangry.
Guri. Oh, geez, that hasn't been around for a while.
Yeah, I know.
It's just everyone have a great and safe new year, and we'll see you back then and pushing the ships.
Yeah, Guri and Armada. That's what it should have said. We need Guri and Armada.
Yeah, then you'd be always playing it.
Yeah, that's it. Oh, no.
Whatever faction.
There'd be plenty of single games being played then.
Yeah, whatever faction she's in, that's the faction I'm playing.
All right, that's it for tonight, guys. Thanks for tuning in. And remember, like, subscribe, follow us on the socials, and fly casual. See ya.